Got myself into a doozy today. Yeah, I thought this was just gonna be a shovel and pulling some weeds. Turns out there's that really nice tarp underneath the weed bed, and when I pull that up, it pulls out about 6 inches of soil and roots and everything, and it weighs a ton. So it's kind of easy, and it's easier in a way that you can just pull it up and you don't have to pick the weeds. But I'm glad I have my rigid one-handed sawzall, because I can cut it in sections. But it was a bit of a surprise. I didn't know they had the tarp underneath it, and hopefully it's not so hard over here. But in these areas, it's like pulling teeth. So luckily enough, it's just going to be some mulch and some grass in here, which is a lot of it. But just this section over here, I tarped it. It's in the trailer, but I think that tarp weighed about 200 pounds, so that was unexpected. Now I can't, the problem is now I can't just take it to the dump and deliver it for free. I mean, get rid of it for free, because the landfill takes grass and for free. But now I got to be charged, and I didn't add that to the quote, the estimate, because it has this cloth in it, and they won't take the cloth and the compost. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. It's probably going to be an extra 20 bucks just to get rid of it at the landfill. So maybe it's not that big of a deal, but some things you learn along the way. This is what these sections look like. So flip it over. All those weeds. I made a cut with my sawzall right here. A knife would work too, like a nice sharp blade, down 4-inch knife or something, and just pulled it back, and then you got a clean slate. Still got to do the weeding there, but getting there. All right, one quick tip that I like to do is I like to load up with tarps. I probably have 6 or 7 tarps on me at all times, and during spring cleanups. So right here is 2 tarps. All right, they both weigh 150 pounds. Can't see the one underneath it, but I got 2 there. And then I'm gonna put a third there, and then work my way around this building. But it just makes it easier when you go to the dump, you go to the landfill, and then you just pull one tarp off at a time, as opposed to trying to shovel and unload everything. So you pretty much put everything onto the tarp, put it on the trailer. That way you just pull off 5 or 6 tarps at the dump. That way you're not shoveling and breaking your back. Just pull 1, pull 2, pull 3. It's easy. So that's something I learned along the way. Carry a lot of tarps. Makes it a lot less hassle when it comes to unloading it. All right, that's my tip. Well, there's one tarp. That's what it looks like. It's about 150 pounds worth of dirt, weeds, and that matting. So I've been here an hour. I got that whole bed done. It's a little faster than I thought. I thought when I first started, I started in a kind of a troubled area where it was really thick, where the grass was really thick. And I noticed the matting, and I thought, how am I gonna do this? Because it's not like it just comes up. It doesn't just come up. You got to pull it, because the roots that go through the matting, I mean, they're established. So you really got to pull. And so I started over here, and it was all grass. I thought it was going to take me the whole day. Then I got into some easier areas over there. and then I started getting momentum, and then cutting it up in sections was good. So if you're wondering if that matting, that landscaping fabric, and that is the best fabric they sell as far as I know. It's the one with the lines on it, and it's really thick. So I don't know how long it's been in this bed for. Probably been in the bed for, judging by the size of these flowers, they look established. I'm gonna say 6 years. So maybe they're good for the first couple years, but other than that, I mean, eventually it breaks down, and you're gonna have to hire someone like me to come in and pull them out. So there you go. Not a bad little job. I still got to go in and finish it and clean it up, but not too bad. What do you think? I think it's come a long way. I think there's going to be some good impressions on this guy. You know, an old foreman of my last foreman, he used to describe situations with emotions. And when I arrived here, there was a lot of sadness. He used to call it sadness. So I think there's going to be a lot of I think there's going to be some smiles after this one. I mean, that was pretty bad. That was a lot of weeds in there. I didn't even know that there was flowers in there. But turns out that fabric actually kind of worked out in the end, because I was able to pull it and it cleaned the beds out nice. So yeah, so there you go. Little start to finish. Alright, so I started tidying this bed up, but it's just a mess. There's rocks from the snow pile, and little tiny pebbles everywhere. I blew most of the pebbles out onto the street, but I mean, this thing it's a mess. What do you do in a situation like this? Well, I happen to have a tool, just a tool for the job. It's gonna pick up all the dead stuff and leave the nice stuff. And maybe it's gonna, we'll see. It's a little aggressive, but can't look any worse than this. I'll give it a shot.